Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that'll... And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll start on the... Second and 6, just inside the 30. Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll lead here to a third down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Let's keep those sticks moving.
But first down, Hurts. Flushed out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Saunders. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Smith catches left side. And just shouting him off there. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, this is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
They go play action with Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point forthcoming. And he's 1 for 1 on the day as his kick is good. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and they're going to stop him right at the line of... No cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Donald. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, they did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
On 1st down. Donald.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Donald. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
On 2nd down, Donald. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Prescott. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good job doing that one. Nice recovery by the defense his past few downs. Able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. On the move to his left. The ball comes out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 4.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Starting the drive with Algier. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Norman Smith brings him down on the pass rush. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
This could be it. This could be a turning point.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Quick throw, complete out right here to Green. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 5. Play action. Here's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
All right, offense, keep pushing the ball.
3rd down and 10.
Keep the ball moving. Keep the ball moving. Let's get in there.
Throwing is Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. To throw is Prescott. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Got it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A give up the middle to Johnson. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Off the play fake, Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brady, his defense is playing with some confidence. That will allow a point left, flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Throwing, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. Now after the play, oh man, it's Prescott who appears to be shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive. And then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Fielded at the 43. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. They'll run on 1st down. Donald. And some space here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. He's going to keep this again. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. And sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion. And I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his tight end. It's on the Okuwebe now. A big play there for Philly. And even 60 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Swift going to try up the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Albert Okwuegbunam from 3 yards out. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point splits the points. That pushes the lead into 11. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Screen play, Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 5 And that'll bring up second down. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I really like the angles that the tackles came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Cruz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive. Because then to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a handoff up the middle. Donald nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes him back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage low, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
This could be it. This could be a turning point.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Steamroller, baby. Hey, easy. 63.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now flags come in here. Look like one of the Eagles might have moved.
Are you blind? Of course he called that. Let him play.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Hurts. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Prescott from the gun. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
73.
Now a give, right side, Swift.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Now Hurts looking to change the play.
He finds his man complete. That's Saunders. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Together, all. Keep it together. Who's on offense? Hey, we are. Carl Vieni. Carl Vieni. It's not like we can freeze the defense. Come on, man.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and
9.
So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
Now back to throw.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they'll audible to something else. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Keep in here. Out the way. Go out the way.
They'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you give this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
King, Phil King. Phil King. Let's go right now. Act like you mean it.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Shakes off the sag. Flush to his right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And his kick here is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys. And
look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Hurts going to move him around. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They go play action with Hurts.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. They'll set up to throw. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because, really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run here with Swift. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Swift is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
I don't care what the analytics say. Look at where they are on the field. To me, that just screams go for it here. I don't even think about putting a kicker out there. What say you?
I support whatever they do. Let's find out.
Look at you, man of the people.
Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
A second down throw for Prescott. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Prescott. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Prescott to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They're at the point in the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to get more in the air and just see what happens. This defense knows that all too well.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 15. Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To the air again, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Prescott. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With third down coming up.
Next One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Prescott yet again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw is Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Brandon, you see why it's a team game there because there's a solid lead and they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, it's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Here's Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it at least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
teamwork.
Don't touch that. Defense can't stop you. 73. Let's get some yards.
Make some good plays today.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Keep it up. Good ball, baby. Great.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Keep the ball moving. Let's get it out of there.
Now it's Swift. Able to slither by. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Keep it up. Good ball, baby.
Boys, focus. Come on, baby.
Great.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Keep rolling, boys. That's it. Keep it rolling.
Running is Swift. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Now
a handoff inside. It's Jackson.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's do it.
And they will take a knee here. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Down to a knee goes Hurts, and that is going to be that. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.